What music album is a true masterpiece from start to finish? Kind of Blue, Miles Davis. Vivaldi's Four Seasons. Stevie Wonder's Innervisions. Even his other great 70s run albums had a track or two that was only okay. Not that one. It's all brilliant. Mezzanine 1998 by Massive Attack. The Cars. Talking Heads Stop Making Sense. What happened to you that no one believes actually happened? This is going to sound a bit weird, and it's hard to explain, but basically it goes like this. And #X200B. One time as a kid I was standing by the edge of a cliff over my dad's garage. Had been climbing it with a friend. It was pretty slippery at the edge, and because of that I accidentally slipped and fell. It was probably 6 to 7 meters down to the ground. And #X200B. At the ground there was this singular plank that had been placed to rest between two tables. And #X200B. I literally fell down 5 to 6 meters. Landed with my butt on the plank and bounced down on the ground feet first. And #X200B. It didn't hurt one bit. I don't know how I got so lucky. I fully admit how stupid this was. But I was swimming by myself in the Gulf in fairly clear water about 10 to 15 feet deep. My parents and sister were on the beach watching me. With how clear and calm the water was, I'd occasionally go under, blow out all my air, and just sit on the sandy bottom. I can open my eyes in short intervals in saltwater, so I'd look around a bit once I settled on the bottom. During one of these drops to the bottom, I bumped into something and a giant, dark blob took up nearly my entire field of vision when I opened my eyes. At first, I thought it was an alligator and I was a goner. But it turned out to be an equally startled manatee. I had no idea they could swim that fast. Most people don't believe me, but it was one of the most surreal experiences I've ever had. Edit. What was stupid is that I was about 200 to 300 yards from shore. And there was no one within 100 yards of me in the water. I'm a strong swimmer, but it's never a good idea to be isolated to that degree while swimming in the ocean, even on a calm day. I was waiting to get the tube on the London Underground. One just pulled up, but we decided it was too busy and we'd wait for the next one. There was a woman who kept staring at me. Intense eye contact. She got on the crowded tube and continued to stare. She turned to face the man next to her, whose back was turned. She then licked this guy's giant afro, unbeknownst to him, whilst maintaining eye contact with me. The doors closed and the tube went away. People think it's too random to be true. The memory is burnt into my brain. I once saw a cat and a skunk startle one another on opposite sides of a shed and sprint around the corner to smack into each other. I walked in on my cat peeing in the toilet. I walked in. My cat stopped for a second as we stared at each other in disbelief. My cat finished peeing, then ran out, ha ha ha. I was walking around my wooded driveway when I saw a young owl sitting on the ground. The next thing I know, I feel a sharp pain on the top of my head and look up to see a mama owl swoop off. No one believes me when I tell them I was attacked by an owl. What fictional character had the saddest, most miserable life? Quasimodo. John Coffey had a pretty shitty life. The Little Matchstick Girl. She is cold, hungry and alone, trying to sell matches no one wants to buy. She lights the only remaining ones she has left to keep warm and dreams of being in a warm room with a family eating a delicious meal, but then the match goes out and she wakes up to the reality that she's alone on the cold streets. She dies of the cold all alone. Fantine in Les Miserables. Piggy in Lord of the Flies. We never even got his real name. Rickety Cricket. What's a dish that is popular in your culture but foreigners find it disgusting? French people are typing. My great-grandfather fought in World War I, was captured, and was forced to live and work on an Austrian farm. The family on that farm was very nice to him and they got along very well. All things considered. Somehow, his family got him a care package with ingredients to make his beloved mamaliga, which he had craved for a long time. He was so excited and he happily shared some with his hosts. Their response: Constantine, this is for the pigs. Black pudding. 1,000-year eggs. I love them but my husband thinks they taste like metal. Edit. Apparently the alternative name is century eggs. https en.wikipedia.org/wiki/century_egg. Chicken hearts. Gimme a whole plate of kebabs. Thank you friends for being grossed out. More for me. Tears of joy. Subscribe, my brothers.